Okay, we can keep this on the play, probably. Yeah, I just need MTGO Premium. Yeah, I think it's definitely turn 4 a lot, and then like turn 5 feels like there's slower draws. Ooh, another red aggressive deck. This is maybe Hammer. I haven't played against much Hammer. Yeah, Mutavault I think is definitely Hammer. Season Hellblade. Hammer. A little late to the party. Light up the night. I'm gonna wait on you and play a Fable this turn. Think Electrostatic Pummeler is playable with Pioneer? I don't think it is. I have a friend who loves Electrostatic Pummeler. Spent a lot of time and a lot of tickets trying to make it work, and I've never seen it be good. Lotus deck is kind of like modern deck and Pioneer without truly good answers for it. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel too. I guess it is how I feel. Clearly, after ranting all stream way too long, I just can never help myself. Is always my problem. I have such a hard time getting off topics. It's always been an issue. Could maybe have traded Shaman for Javier here. I think the extra mana is pretty nice though. I promise it's super hard to get off topics, chat. If anybody... At least maybe it wouldn't be as hard for you. Oh, right, Javier's first strike. Okay, then obviously not blocking. I think I'm going to play Cavalier here, and I might just discard my entire hand. I think I'm having to race on this board. I don't think that I'm actually going to be able to... like, remove super efficiently. Blast Zone, definitely a very strong card in this matchup. And then, remember, Cavalier Fable is pretty nice together because you can haste after it transforms, then copy the Cavalier. Is smashing too much of a liability? I think that the extra damage is kind of rough. You could play a smashing or two, though. I feel like it's maybe not even very good in the metagame either. And maybe it's fine. So I definitely don't want to block a 1-drop when I've got the Blast Zone in my hand. Probably just going to block a Mutavault. Let's see, we're taking 3, 6, 9, 11 if we block a 2 toughness creature. 2 power creature. Let me actually block the Vanguard, I think, so they pay 4 and I may be able to kill them. I'm not sure if it's lethal. They might just not pay 4 too, which I guess would be fine. God's willing. Okay, sure. Oh, that pro? Yeah, can you post the link in the chat? I'll take a look. Is there actually good Lotus Hate the dodges beside you? No, that's the problem. Is like all the... Oh, so there's creatures. So you can play the White Archon or Lavinia, but you have to be playing white. That's the problem. It's like there's really like no hate card you can play that's super good against them if you're out of white. So do we have lethal? It's gonna be somewhat close. So we get to go haste the Reflection, copy the Cavalier, and then we'll have 4 lands in our graveyard, so that's 4 damage. We could have 5, but I think we want to leave 1 so we can activate this again. That's more damage. So we're attacking. I think we have lethal. This 8, 15, 19 plus 4. I'm counting lethal. I could have miscounted, but I'm going to go for it. More damage to activate than to stomp. Dude, Cavalier has been absurdly good. you just get to kill them out of nowhere. Yeah, so this is 15 plus 4, 19 plus 4 damage from the Cavalier Death Trigger, which is exactly 23. Fancy, fancy. Fancy, fancy, fancy. So Obosh, Ragavan, main deck Fulminator, and main deck Magus. In an Ephemerate deck. That seems pretty bad to me to play two, like in your 20 creature deck to have 6 of the, or to have 10 of them not work with your Ephemerates. You can't play Ephemerate with only Seasoned Pyromancer, Fury, Solitude, HCA. I think it's just not enough. Like, Ephemerate is a card that's very powerful, but you have really hard deck building restrictions here. I guess it is also kind of cool with the Sagas. I think like you just need to be more in on the Ephemerates if you're going to build the deck this way. Like, you could, like, I don't think Obsidian Charmaw is necessarily main deckable, but I think you either need to be in on the Unearths here and be like, I'm going to unearth my Fulminator Mages and my Seasoned Pyromancers. You need to be like in on Unearth or Ephemerate. I don't think you can play both. You also have, I think, way too many 3-drops. You have, how many 3-drops? You have 8, 12, 14, 16. Yeah, 16 3-drops, even in an Obosh deck, is like 4 too many. Play Brought Back instead of Ephemerate or Unearth. Brought Back seems pretty sick, yeah. Obviously, you lose the Obosh. But Brought Back does seem pretty good with... I guess the problem with these sagas is they don't go to the graveyard like other sagas do. Okay, I'll keep this on the draw, I think, against the Hammer deck. Yeah, I mean, it's also like awkward to main deck Magus in your 3-color deck. It's not impossible to do, but it's awkward. Like, you also have 3 plains and 2 swamp in your Ragavan Seasoned Pyromancer deck. It's a bit awkward as well. Not a huge problem. But I would like to see you cut the Maguses from the main deck. And if you really want to be in on this land destruction, play 4 Fulminator Mages, 4 Unearths. And then maybe you want to try to figure out a way that you could be in on Ranger Captain of Eos. Ranger Captain of Eos is a card that's great with Unearth. You know, I maybe just leading you towards building the Mardu Shadow deck, but I did like that Mardu Shadow deck a lot. You don't have to play Death Shadow, but I do think that Ranger Captain seems great here with the Unearth Shell, the Obosh Shell. You could maybe play like Esper Sentinel, Giver of Runes if you don't want to play Shadow. I don't think Kaya's good in the main deck right now in the metagame. Neither Kaya's Guile. Fine sideboard cards, just not very good main deck cards. And then I would want to see the Maguses move to the sideboard if you did cut them from the main. Like, 2 to 3 in the sideboard. Yeah, and I also don't think that you need to have... I don't think that you need to have, like, four Kaya's Guiles in your 75 or 3 Kaya's Guiles and the Spell Bombs. Maybe just, like, have 4 Kaya's Guiles in the 75. No Spell Bombs. I don't... The bolt... You have too much removal in the deck, too. Like, you have 13... Sorry, you have 13 1-mana removal spells. Thirst, March, Prismatic Ending, Bolts. It's... and none of them kill Murktide Regent, so... maybe play like a couple paths to kill Murktide. Bloodchief's Thirst. Bloodchief's Thirst does kill Murktide, but not very efficiently. Sorry, I should have killed Sacred Foundry. They have no basics. They have no basics. Oh man. Okay, I sure hope that we get to play. I sure hope that we get to play a 3rd game. I think I am gonna Karn here and grab Ring of 3 Wishes. So I can just wish for whatever I want next turn, 3 turns in a row. Alright, a lot of loose thoughts. I do think the deck needs a lot of changes. Art and TA Boy, thank you for the 3 months. Chaos to the 15. Thank you guys. Hope I didn't miss a sub or anything. I do see this next deck tech. Diluted Fruitcake with the 7. Fire Super Friends. I watched my friend Everos play Fire Super Friends yesterday. I will say that I think the deck is like very slow in this very combo heavy metagame. And I think that these decks have a really bad Winota and Lotus Field matchup, which is just a kind of horrible place to be. I'm not sure if there's a great way to rectify that either. Alright, Lion Sash getting pretty big. So we get to play Ring of Three Wishes. We could Wildfire them here. I could also get like Golos for Blast Zone. This is a 5/5. They got one card in their hand. We could play Cavalier of Flame. Discard nothing, and then we could try to trade here. That's probably the safe bet here. How's Anvil versus Winota? Anvil's pretty good. I've been liking 4 Shrapnel Blast main and then moving the. I can't discard any of my permanents here because they could make this a 6/6 if I do. I've been sorry, losing my train of thought is what I've been doing. I've been playing Shrapnel Blast main, Fatal Push side, so you have a lot of removal against them, and then your Mayhem Devil is really good at killing their creatures. So I usually feel pretty good in that matchup. I will say that I watched Evan play the deck last night. I really hated the expressive iterations of this deck. It's like, your deck is like literally nothing, or your deck is a pile of like really expensive Planeswalkers that are providing you premium card advantage, right? And so like expressive iteration is not something you're casting to like turn 3. Just like, I know iteration is really powerful. And if you feel like you need another card selection spell, then maybe I would play Omen of the Sea, because that's castable on turn 2 and works really well with Yorion. But I personally would like to try to find something that's stabilizing me in the early game. Like maybe play Censor in the main deck. Censor is a counterspell that plays well with fires. But I personally, I really, really hated the iterations here when I was watching Evan play the deck. Rest of the deck seems fine. Just like kind of playing your favorite Planeswalkers all on curve. Hard to say too much more about that part necessarily. Okay, so I could go like Karn for God-Pharaoh's statue or Combustible Gearhulk. Problem is this is just getting like out of control. Golos and Saga. Am I Golosing for Blast Zone? That's probably okay. I think obviously we have millions of options here. Yeah, I left my Meteor Golems at home today. What a mistake. And do we want to play the Sokenzan so we can activate Golos next turn? I think I'm probably going to Ring of Three Wishes next turn. I might actually... I guess if I'm going to Ring of Three Wishes, I'm not going to channel, so I'll play it as a land. Why not Karn into Golos? I mean, I think I like getting the Goblin as the chump blocker. Is kind of the reason here. Yeah, so like, yeah, I think I'd like to play Censor over Expressive Iteration. And then, I don't know, like the Fae of Wishes sideboard plan, I don't know if I've got too many notes on like what I like, what I dislike. I don't know that I like this plan of having a basically exclusive Fae of Wishes sideboard when you have all these Wraths that are in your main deck that are pretty rough. And I know you can board some of these cards in, but it just seems kind of tough. One card I definitely think you need for your Fae of Wishes sideboard, though, is Alpine Moon. So you can go Fae of Wishes for Moon and cast Moon for 1 mana. So cutting the second Damping Sphere for Moon seems really valuable to me. Beyond that, you know, the world's kind of your oyster. I think you probably have like I don't know if I would play Casualties of War and Ruinous Ultimatum and Merciless Eviction and Farewell. It's like that seems like way too many of that kind of effect. All right, let's discard both fires here. Might just go for the Cavalier kill. Wait, they equipped a Fireblade Charger, so I can Blast Zone this. Yeah, I can Blast Zone, kill this, play Cavalier, haste, then they take 7 plus 4, 11. Oh, they have no cards to discard, so they're also chump blocking. Then we're kind of dead on the crackback, though. So I guess I just leave up the Blast Zone. I'll play the second Cavalier. Haste. Oh, yeah, this does do me 6 damage on the trigger. That's right. Don't kill it. I mean, I can take 6. You never took 6 before. I should just be fine if I sack the Blast Zone, haste, leave Golos back as a chump blocker. Thank you, Cancer, for the raid. Welcome to all the faithless looters out there. Playing some of this mono red Fires deck in Pioneer that I've been liking. Okay, so they're killing a Cavalier. So the Cavalier deals them 2. So now maybe I just play a bit more defensively. Hey Kodo, how's it going? We 5-0'd with this deck earlier today. I've been really liking it so far. Pioneer staple, Ring of 3 Wishes. Ring of 3 Wishes is so weirdly good in this deck. So they can make this a 10-10, but I can block and then pump so that they're not gonna play into that. I heard Athena. She's not in here, but I heard her shaken. Okay, so then we can do the Fable Cavalier trick too. So we can go Karn for Combustible Gearhulk, haste with Cavalier, copy Cavalier, or copy Gearhulk. Okay, they're just conceding. But tears mean nothing anymore. I'm a little greedy, but I think keeping this on the play, the blind is okay. If we draw Cleansing Wildfire, this hand's broken. Did anyone send you the mono red Eldrazi Fires piles? Yeah, I've seen like 2 or 3 takes on the deck. I don't think there's any reason to play Eldrazi in Pioneer, though. Like, I think all the Eldrazi are underpowered without Eldrazi Temple. The only reason to do it really is that you like Eldrazi, which is fine, I guess. We have 5-0 into 1-2 drop, I think. So I'm not sure what my opponent's playing. Maybe Jeskai Ascendancy. Kind of looks like Ascendancy. Ascendancy is sometimes light on basics, right? Let me maybe see if I can find a list. They probably have one. So pulling up random Jeskai Ascendancy list, 1 basic island. Maybe it's in their hand. Looks like Navia could be Niv too. Let's go! Field of Ruin, Cleansing Wildfire continue to just be like so good. Like sometimes you have to get through like 1 or 2, but people in Pioneer are really cheating on basics. It's crazy. Spies with the 13 months, appreciate you. Any playable Omnath decks in Pioneer? It is legal. There are a few Pioneer decks. There's like a landfall deck, and then there's a Niv. Oh, the island that was in their hand. Okay. Well, maybe we're dead anyways. No, maybe not. Maybe still yes. Think about adding a forest to Winota? Yeah, I'd recommend it. Worth draw stepping Field of Ruin. Yeah, we should probably draw stepped it. Yeah, I know it's hard to play basics, but I know like why people are cheating on them, but it's yeah, also take advantage of it. Any good Scourge of the Skyclave decks in Pioneer? It's tough because like your opponents aren't like fetching and shocking like they are in Modern, and you are not fetching and shocking to grow the Scourge, so I don't think there's probably a good home for it. I love Pioneer mana. I also love Pioneer mana bases. Like, it's way more interesting to build mana bases in Pioneer than it is in Modern, because Modern just like, I got my fetch, like, I got my Shocklands. I'm ready to plow. My opponent is March of Otherworldly Lighting My Fires, exiling Portable Hole and Jeskai Ascendancy. Guess that's good. Iteration, very strong here too. I think it's pretty unlikely we die this turn, but it is possible. They exile another Ascendancy, which they, I don't think, can cast under, yeah, any realistic situations. Bonecrusher. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is Karn for Lantern and just immediately nuke the Lantern. Kind of sad to not get to play the Memorial to War here. But next turn we can go Crucible for Field of Ruin. I don't know if that's... We might just get Damping Sphere instead, but... I guess they only have 4 cards in their graveyard. We don't actually need to... Okay, so if they play just random untapped land, plus Dig Through Time or Cruise, they get us. But I think it's probably fine to wait for, like... To wait on the Lantern. Do I like the Secret Lair card? Like the old one? Like the, old border, goofy text? Not really. Oh yeah, we also have Crucible plus Memorial to War. I can also get Shadowspear to maybe kill the Caryatid. Second Caryatid. 2 cards in hands. Passing back. Okay, well... Just gonna Damping Sphere them. And then I think I will correct the Lantern now because they can cast a Delve spell. Crucible, Field of Ruin. It's just like they can win with just 2 Caryatids in play. They don't need lands anymore. But Damping Sphere is good against Jeskai Ascendancy. It's kind of hard for them to combo through it. Not saying that they can't do it, but it's tricky. We'll send Wake on Sylvan Awakening. Yeah, I understand, but like 2 Caryatids in Ascendancy is very game ending. Portable Hole is also like maybe game ending. They do only have 2 cards left in their hand, but Portable Hole looking great here. They also decided not to discard anything, so that feels bad. Feels really bad. Yeah, you can Karn minus against Sphere back. Oh, they just... I don't know why they didn't discard anything, and... they didn't do anything. Okay, so I think I might like to try to Valakut Awakening here. Looking for a burn spell so I can plus on Portable Hole and get back the Damping Sphere. This seems like the most likely way for me to win this game. I also found Blast Zone, but... Okay, but now we can go, like... Plus on Portable Hole. Oh, I need a Wildfire first, I guess, but... Plus on Portable Hole. Wildfire, target the island? Then kill this. And a negate? I don't think that the gate's very likely game 1 here, right? They play 4 March on top of Portable Hole. I'm not sure the exact numbers. It might not be 4 of each, but they do play both Portable Hole and March main deck. Why not Triome? Because I can Field of Ruin the Triome. I can't Field of Ruin the basic island. And they have 2 Caryatids, so it's not like they're hurting for colors at all. Yeah, you can find the info for that here, Crinky. So we can go Karn for Crucible of Worlds. Welcome to Pioneer. And then take a Blast Zone to 2. Welcome to Pioneer. Oh, I mean, I think it is... Yeah, I forgot about the Sphere. It's worth it to Blast Zone for 2, because we get my opponent to no mana sources if we do. That's fine. We might put it to just no mana at all. God-Pharaoh statue probably lock up the game. Yeah, probably. That was a fine choice as well, I guess. They exile Hinterland Harbor, play Hinterland Harbor. Second iteration. Next spell costs 2 more mana. Why am I playing Citadel? We're playing 4 copies of Cleansing Wildfire in the main deck, and being able to Cleansing Wildfire our own indestructible land, either Cascading Cataracts or Citadel on turn 2, lets us ramp into 4 lands on turn 3, which is very, very important in a Fires of Invention deck. Okay, so 1 game 1. I'm going to bring in the Anger of the Gods, and I think I'm going to cut 2 Light at the Nights. Really lucky for us that they just have their basic island in their hand. I need to search and I need to dig up my Crucible of Worlds. I know I have one somewhere. I need to find it. I want to build this deck of paper. Where the losses to last league. So we 5-0'd 2 leagues ago. Then last league we lost to Lotus Field and then Mono Red. What does removal hit? The removal hits, I think I have to keep this on the draw. Removal hits their Sylvan Caryatids. You draw red source pretty badly. How close was the Lotus Field matchup? I mean, my opponent killed me on turn 3, game 1. I would have beaten them if they had any turn 4 draw, which is kind of sad. And, game 3 wasn't that close. They killed me pretty quick. Crucible Worlds plus the new self-sacrifice lands. You're obsessed with the, with the new self-sacrifice lands. I don't think those cards are very good. Come on, red source, please. Bummer. Mono white, Mox Amberless with Tomic, both Thalia's, Kitty, and Adeline. I mean, the problem with Mox Amber is, like, you have to play, like, a dopey white weenie deck for it to, like, do anything, and it's really inconsistent. Your draws are going to be inconsistent, and the payoff just never really feels there, either. I'll concede if I don't draw a red source here, I think. Okay, game 3. Yeah, you can target your own Citadel or Cascading Cataracts with Wildfire for a ramp effect. And, you know, the card Rampant Growth is not legal in Pioneer. The fact that this card is very often Rampant Growth draw a card is really strong. Stronger when you have the Mountain, though. Okay, so I like this hand against the opponent who only has 1 basic in their deck. We get to go turn 2 Wildfire them, and then double Field of Ruin them. I've looked into the Bloom Lotus Tamashi combo deck in Modern. Yeah, that deck's great. That deck's really good. And maybe they'll draw the island again. And maybe not. We can Memorial to War their island in a few turns. Their card Rampant Growth is probably not better than Sylvan Caryatid. Dude, they have the island in their hand again. That's unreal. That's so unreal. Sylvan Caryatid, Rampant Growth is better in a Fires deck specifically because you really need to have 4 lands in play. Yeah, Fires of Invention is better. Rampant Growth is better with specifically Fires. And a few other cards too, I think. Opponent probably should have played that island, huh? Yeah, Sinkhole draw card is a Cleansing Wildfire, Field of Ruins. I'm starting to get kind of addicted to this, I think. Poor opponents. Probably should play my second field so I could play Memorial next turn, maybe. Is Rampant Growth better than Farseek? Well, Farseek's also not legal, but no. Yeah, Mono Red, Ponza. Island of Shame. Yeah, people be cheating on basics. Yeah, I'm just here from the basic land lobby, just doing a routine inspection of the Pioneer Leagues, trying to make sure everybody's got they're up to code on the number of basics in their deck. What am I doing here? I don't know. I think I'm gonna mulligan. And go to 5. Wish I had the 7-card hand back. Keep this though. Put back Golos Karn probably. Maybe maybe just keep the 4-drop. Any plans to do a patch notes review for Elden Ring? You missed it. That's what we did first thing this morning. I'm actually kind of. I just finished my greatsword, my greatsword playthrough, and then they buffed greatswords. I did like the whole game with ultra greatswords, and now they buffed them, and I'm like, man, I should have taken more time. 7-card hand's probably fine. I think on the draw I didn't like it. I would have kept on the play. It's close though. Yeah, I think it's like a totally close keep. If you kept that 7, that would have been fine. That is true. I get to be the sweaty, toxic Dark Souls gamer that says, "Oh, I actually beat the game before they nerfed the ultra great swords. It's okay that you're doing it now. That's fine. But I actually did it before." They discard Karn or Karn Bonecrusher. I got some Melania with my Guts build. Yeah, maybe I'll do like a hardcore Guts build. I use the Ruins Great Sword for most of my playthrough. Oh, we didn't draw land. Well, we lose. The new patch did break the Melania. What changed with Melania? Did she get buffed? Thank you, EM. Main phase dig through time. So we maybe have another window to kill the thing in the ice. Painful tap land. So my opponent's going to get to flip thing in the ice, which is going to be very tough to beat. The main way we could beat a flip thing in the ice here this game, I think, is with the Fires of Invention. So I'm going to cast Awakening, I think. Just looking for a new hand, looking for like land, fires, gas. I know we could keep some of the gas in the hand, but we need fires really bad. And they have a Flame Blessed Bolt here. I guess that doesn't stop my plan. Okay, we missed. I guess we'll play Awakening here. Then maybe next turn I go like Chandra +2, cast Bonecrusher, but I mean, one opponent's got a million cards in hand too. So let's Silver Text heal her even if they don't hit her. That's tough. That's tough. Which is a decent removal we could Karn for. Yeah, I was actually considering playing Glass Casket in the sideboard. Which you can only cast if you have Cataracts or Karn, or Fires. I'm gonna play Bonecrusher over Fable here so that they can't kill this with a Flame Blessed Bolt. Which would be specifically a nice like out the thing in the ice. But you need Fires in play. Is Nykthos worth as a 1-of to get off Golos for the turns you have Cavalier? That sounds not bad. I will say that like we're already like it feels like we're kind of stretching the limits of colorless lands, so you might have to kill like the Blast Zone for it, but it would be kind of cool if like you have Fireball in the deck too, so like it doesn't sound bad. Okay. Drawing Nykthos would be awful. Yeah, you would probably have to cut Blast Zone for it if you wanted to play it, which is maybe correct. I think we're going to resubmit against blue-red control. I think Valakut Awakening should see more play. I mean, Valakut Awakening is a great card. I think it has historically been a little underplayed, yeah. How about his Meteor Golem? So I used to play... maybe I still have it in the mono-green sideboard, but in the mono-green Devotion sideboard, it's by far my least tutored for artifact. Like, I'm pretty close to cutting it from that deck. Probably keep this in the play. And so I'm not, like, really of the opinion that it's, like, that good here when it's just, like, so slow to cast. But you could play it. Drawing Blessing is fine, though. I mean, drawing one Nykthos is also fine. It's interesting. You could figure it out. I know that it's an interesting conversation. I just have to sleep on it to try to figure out which one I think is better. It does seem powerful with Cavalier. This may be a good game to go for, like, to Wildfire my opponent out, but it's probably better for me to Awakening, putting away 2 mountains Wildfire. It maybe is best to put away all the mountains. I guess if my opponent plays another island this turn, I will keep the Wildfire. How do you sleep on a conversation? I mean, I know you're teasing, but I do feel like I just like to, like, hold on to thoughts and, like, just come back to them later a lot of the time. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get look. I think I'm seeing 6 cards. I should probably find an untapped land in them, right? Well, fuck. Okay, right on time. So my opponent found Aether Gust. I think I need to play the Fires and just not play around Days of Doing. Whoops, I meant to cast the Stomp. Dang it. Now I get the 4 more looks at Days of Doing. This maybe works out. But just against the Aether Gust, like, just like letting them on top with Gust seems so bad if I light up the night on Narset. How have I felt about Field? It's been really good. It's been the Field Wildfire plan's been great. They find a second copy of Aether Gust. 8 cards in their hand. Days of Doing isn't bad on this board. I mean, it's never great for you. It's maybe like not the end of the world. They're going to discard. Yeah, I think things are probably fine here. So let me play Memorial to War, and then I'm going to cast Golos, which is a not gustable. And then I already have a Den of the Bugbear in play. I think I'll get another Field of Ruin. Because I think they only play 3 islands. Oh, I should have targeted an island. I should have definitely targeted an island. Although they might gust this. Negate, okay. Oh, sorry. I'm just going to draw a step, field them. We also have the Memorial to War in play. Probably wanted to kill Narset before we try and draw a card. Oh, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, yes. I do know. Yes, you're right. But I found Days and Doing. Okay. Pretty bad, but it's kind of not the end of the world. We get to kill the Narset. Or hold on. Yeah, I guess we just have to kill Narset. But then we get to Field of Ruin them as a strip mine. Or is it better to Memorial to War for mana efficiency? Probably better to Field of Ruin because I might want to activate Golos. Not gonna cast the Light of the Night. Probably just discarding this to this next turn, and then I've got 5. Sink this in here. So if I draw untap land and get this attack trigger, I can maybe activate Golos. Thing in the Ice into iteration. Pretty good turn. I might want to keep the Light Up the Night now. Should probably be blowing up the non-legendary land. I mean, they only play one copy of this in the deck, but I guess, yeah. I think I'll put away the Awakening. Not a very good draw, though. That being said, the mountain does let me activate Golos, which is probably better than killing the Thing in the Ice here. Can't we do both? No, we're one short. Alright, can't play this because of the fires. That's fine though. Got a lot of goblins. Probably gets to flip the Thing in the Ice though, bouncing all my goblins, I guess. Maybe okay. Still know about an Aether Gust. I think it's Segment in or actually Memorial to use light. The kill thing was better. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know how worried I am about the thing. Obviously, like, it's awkward when my Golos hits are exactly 2 Fables, which are, you know, pretty bad into the thing, I guess. Maybe you're right. And maybe things are going to be just fine. Ooh, Cavalier. I think we actually have lethal. Potentially. I guess my opponent gets to... They get to gust this if they want. But this is lethal if they don't interact with me here. Yeah, the Cavalier reflection trick has just been so good. Yeah, we do know about Gust. I guess they can Gust this now. Oh yeah, Gust was pre-Twister. That's right. Awesome, what a game. Yeah, this has been so powerful so far. Reflections plus Cavalier. It's been wild. Should we play one of Scavenger Ground? You could. Like, you just don't get to play all the colorless lands you'd want to play. That was awesome. Oh. Yeah, Fable plus Cavalier just wins the game out of nowhere. Just as, like, billions of damage. Sands gets to play the Ponza draw if we draw a mountain. I get a mulligan, obviously. Don't like this hand that much, but I'll keep. Second field's interesting. Draw Wildfire next turn. We definitely Wildfire ourselves. Think about going blue-red fires. We could dig for fires, play blue Cavalier. So I started to build blue-red fires last night, actually. Or I started as teamer, so I'd just be straight blue-red. And I wasn't sure what I wanted my top end to be, but, like, yeah, maybe just playing this. 25 lands, 4 durations, Censor, Fave Wishes, Iteration, Narset, Collective Defiance. And then play the Cavaliers as the top end. I can see that making sense. Is Siege Rhino just absolute garbage in Pioneer? Siege Rhino is absolute garbage in every format. Not just Pioneer, every format. Wandering Mind? Yeah, Wandering Mind's kind of interesting here. A little late to the party. I guess I'm going to Wildfire myself this turn, though. I'm going to go Fires into Golos next turn, potentially. So I probably can't play the Fires next turn. Just gets got by Gust, Negate, Spell Pierce, everything. But Golos doesn't actually get got by almost anything. Because it's a colorless creature. So I think it should be pretty safe to play this. If they bounce it with Thing in the Ice, we get to replay it. We get Blast Zone here. No, I don't think... Wait, Solemn Simulacrum might be legal, actually. It might actually be legal. I think it was printed somewhat recently, right? I can't remember. Yeah, Golos is better than Solemn. It gets any land, not just basics, though. And it's good with the Cascading Cataracts. Got this big draw effect. Wait, main phase Otawara? My Golos? What are you doing? What is that line? Oh, I should have definitely just ticked up the Blast Zone here. That was a mistake, though. Can I get Memorial to War? I could get another Field of Ruin. Yeah, we can just Field of Ruin them out of this game, maybe. They already have one basic. They have 3 total. So like the third Field of Ruin is a Strip Mine. Kind of slow, obviously. Maybe we should just do that end of turn, actually. Is this Mondre Ponza? I mean, the Field of Ruin, Cleansing Wildfire, Memorial to War game plan is very much like your plan, your plan B, or plan C or whatever. But it is really relevant against a lot of decks, and it is like a realistic game plan to get on it. But it's certainly not plan A. This is Niv? Niv's kind of fine here. So we go Karn. Oh no, I can't go Karn for Goggles. Because that's Goggle. The Legend of Night's my 3rd spell. So I guess I just have to go spend 5 mana on this. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I spent 1 too many mana. It's fine though. I don't need that 3rd mana for anything, I guess. Get a little flustered. Yeah, I think I'm grabbing God-Pharaoh's statue. Maybe Ring of 3 Wishes is better. We'll get Ring. When a 3rd mana, let me take a Blast Zone. I can take a Blast Zone anyways. It's only 2 mana to take up. 3 mana to sack. Modern Esper control mid-range with Dakin, Obscura Charm, and Stoneforge Mystic. The problem with Esper Stoneblade and Esper decks in general is your mana curve is just globbed down in the 3 drops. You got way too many 3 drops in those decks. When at the 3rd mana, you take up Blast Zone. Yeah, sorry, right about that. Did I mean to get Ring? I did mean to get Ring. I changed my mind. The Elden Ring of 3 Wishes. I had an Elden Ring on my desk, but I packed up all my Magic cards. I keep forgetting. That was the first thing I packed for the move. I got a lot more packing to do, but I bought a nice like plastic tub for my collection. Put all my playmats, all my cards, and the trophy in there. And the trophy. Yeah, the trophy I bought myself. And earned myself. And earned myself. Ooh, okay. I have another one of those in my hand, so I think I can put that on the bottom. Ring of 3 Wishes is not the best card, though, if you don't have Fires of Invention in play. I'll say that. There are better cards. So we'll play Fires, and then probably just Golos for another Field of Ruin. If I field, I have to pop the Blast Zone. I can't just go off with the fields here. What player would I most like to beat in the finals of a Pro Tour? I don't know. I don't know what it's like to beat someone in the finals of a Pro Tour. So, like, I don't know if that's a experience that bonds you for life, or if it's an experience that makes the other player resent you for life. So let me first win the finals of a Pro Tour, and then I'll know more to what it's like, and so I can pick. Yeah, I just don't know what that's like. I don't know what that experience is like. 100% bonding according to Gab. Okay, then I pick Gab. Then I pick Nassif. Easy choice. Okay. Oh, I drew Cavalier of Flame. I was gonna maybe Ring of Three Wishes for Cavalier. Do I just have lethal? Is Cavalier just is Cavalier sorry, Cavalier of Flame always lethal? I guess I can maybe. I mean, they probably have something. We know they have to dig through time up. Let me just cast it, see if they like Aether Gust it or whatever. And then we'll discard our whole hand. Just kidding. They've gotten our set. So this is 1 billion damage. Is Siege Runner really that bad at Modern? Really bad in every format. I wish it was. I wish I could tell you. I wish I could just lie to you guys. When it says GG's. I wish I could just lie and be like, yeah, Siege Runner was good. Give me $5. But like, you know, you could put Siege Rhino and like Glorybringer and like a lot of cards in this category of like cards that people really like and that just aren't that good. Great so far, and like the evolution of it's been awesome. Cavaliers have been such a huge upgrade. Or playing against Todd. What would that Planeswalker be called? It would be called I don't know. I can't think of anything funny. Somebody in chat could maybe think of a funny name for it. Which Rammer deck Esper Mardu do you like more, and why? And why, Spike? This is a multiple choice question, or no? Sorry, this is an essay. I don't know. I like the Esper one more because that's the one I've got the more experience playing. That's the one I want to challenge with. That's the one I built, so I like that one more. Which one is more competitive? I don't know. Nobody's playing the Esper one, everybody's playing the Mardu one, and everybody's playing the Mardu list, but they're only playing 3 copy of Persist, and it just makes me want to pull my hair out. 80 cards, by the way. It just makes me want to pull my hair out, the fact that they play, only 3 Persists, so. I do think the Mardu deck's good, though, for whatever that's worth. I think I stopped the Cathar. I just can't let them flip this. So this is probably they foretell a card. That's probably the Angel card, right? Can someone give me the text on that card? Actually, I can't remember what it does. Probably getting Skysovereign here. I can maybe get Golos, so next turn I can go Golos, God-Pharaoh statue. White XXX, make X-Air Angels, thank you, thank you. I don't have a Ratchet Bomb. Could get Pyromancer's Goggles here. I feel like I never get the Goggles. Goggles is probably pretty game-winning with the Light of the Night in my hand, actually. The Bonecrusher Giant, and also with how slow this game's going to be. Is that the book deck? It is the book deck, yeah. And I think this deck is pretty cool. I'm not sure how competitive it is. Just always the question, Spike. Will I win every match of Magic I ever play if I pick up this deck? And why? And the answer is usually, I don't know. Maybe. So anyways, I started blasting. So anyways, I started blasting. Just gonna try to kill him next turn. I think it's the first time we're going for this line this game. Feels fine. Next we get to go Karn, flashback Light of the Night with the goggles. Okay, Nykthos is roughly 1 zillion mana to make 1 zillion angels, but they're dead on my turn. Should have saved 1 mana to Kiki plus attack. I think I'm just like trying to leave these back to block. Like they passed the turn with 1,000,000 mana up and they didn't put Yorion in their hand, so I think they have another Wandering Emperor or something. Beware of Book. I have Field of Ruin for Book. I'm not scared of it. Book doesn't really do anything, right? Yeah, we're like kind of hilariously good against the Book combo. They can book a real angel. I can kill a real angel. They also like have to have a real angel somewhere. I don't know where they're getting it. All right, I'll take 6. My opponent gains 2 life there. Doom Scars. Okay, that was the Foretell card. It wasn't the angels. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I mean, I guess I should plus the Karn, then Light of the Night, because they can have a second Wandering Emperor just to gain 2 life. That's probably the most realistic thing to play around. Yeah, I think this is the first time I'm like combo killing with the goggles on stream, but like this came up a lot of my off stream playtesting, or like twice, enough to like leave the goggles in the sideboard and still play the Light of the Night. I'll probably do want to bring in the Anchors. I think I played this matchup earlier and I trimmed 1 Light of the Night and then like a Fable. We got killed by our own combo once. Oh, that's right, yeah. Our opponent did it to us. Keep this. Fine hand. Put it mold to 5. Is Winota matchup bad? I think it's been pretty close. Like, you have like game 1 Karn for Cage. I was playing like one more like Sweltering Suns effect earlier. Like I was playing a main deck Sweltering Suns. The matchup obviously was like a little better than Search for Glory. Gain 1 life for each snow spent to cast this. I think the Winota matchup is fine. I'd say it's hard to. I do definitely feel like that's a matchup that's hard to ever feel like you're just like, oh, I have an amazing Winota matchup. My opponent grabbed a Karn, so and they can kill my Citadel. So I should probably unincentivize that as much as I can by just being able to kill the. Or I guess I can't even kill the Karn because it goes to 6 loyalty. Oh, no 4th mana though. Well, I feel like I'm. Todd always feels like one of the players that I'm just like always like super whitelisted against. Just always very lucky against Todd. Yeah, Winota also only plays 1 basic, which is relevant, but you know it's kind of hard to like be super in on that against them, I think. Okay, the wall of First Strikers. Let me discard, I think, both lands here. Okay. I think I'd Chandra, kill a knight, attack with Bonecrusher Giant, then play second Fable, and I can double block the knight and Field of Ruin the Mutavault. And then do I play? I think I hold the Mountain, so Valakut Awakening away potentially, or Fable away maybe. And is Karn, Yorion, 3 mystery cards. I guess holding land is also kind of nice against Knight of the Red Orchid. Okay, I guess they had enough lands. So it does play the Karn, probably hits my Citadel. Minuses instead. Just gonna wait for the Field of Ruin until maybe they go for the book combo at this point. They get a Cataclysmic Gearhulk, huh? Not sure what we're doing against that. Maybe we'll just find a Cavalier and win. Just like the most whitelisted ever. Okay, so we get to do the combo. Combo is maybe a stretch, but we get to go Field of Ruin, Cavalier of Flames. Might as well discard this. And then we get to go another Cavalier. Wow. But we get to go activate for haste. Then we get to copy another one. And just billions of damage. Okay, we are 4-0. We trophied 2 leagues ago. This deck has been kind of like an unstoppable force of nature. I wasn't actually planning on playing this today, but I'm glad I forgot that I had this deck prepped. Or remember we had this deck prepped and wanted to just dust it off again. Deck's feeling pretty great. But thank you for asking. What does Code Spike do on CFB? I get a commission. I don't get anything else. Or you know, I think you maybe get like 1 cent off for some reason, which I don't know if that's intentional. I know that you used to get 1 cent off. We're playing the mirror. We might be playing the mirror. Opponent said that they closed the stream. This is the 3rd time playing for 5. This is the 2nd time playing for 5-0 today. We are playing the mirror. Uh-oh, it's catching on. It's catching on. Okay, 1st time playing the mirror. My opponent's currently 2-0. I'll just cast Bonecrusher this turn, and the next turn I can go Chandra and make 2 mana, Wildfire my own land, or Wildfire my opponent's land if I feel like I need to do that. I've looked at the Pioneer ban list much. I've seen it. I've seen the Pioneer ban list. Into Awakening. Yeah, probably more relevant to Wildfire than Den of the Bugbear. Because, like, they get to use their mana on Den. If I don't... They put, like, 5 cards with the Awakening, too. Okay, my own Fires is kind of nice. Johnny with the 11 months, thank you so much. Glad you liked the stream. Second in, and then they cast an Awakening. This is a huge sign of weakness, but obviously, like, may transform into strength immediately. I believe the Mirror Breaker is drawing more fires and Cavaliers. Yeah, maybe. I imagine those are the best card in the mirrors, yeah. Having a turn 2 Wildfire your own land also seems really important too. Dude, their hand must... I can't believe their hand is this weak, that they need to just Awakening all 3 times. It's like unreal how lucky this is for me. Like, I can't describe how lucky that is for me. It's unreal. I've got an army of Bonecrusher Giants now. Whoa! That's kind of cool. That's the only thing you can do on your opponent's turn with fires in play. I mean, surely they've got like a Cavalier now, or like 2 Cavaliers. I don't know. That was like maybe like the weakest fire turns I've seen so far. I'm glad it wasn't on my end. Keep missing these damn predictions. That's why you gotta never leave the stream. Or don't leave when I'm like, yeah, 3-0. Yeah, maybe they're still in Storm Breath. I mean, I don't know. They said they're watching the stream, so I kind of doubt it. It is true, I was playing 4 Awakenings before I added the Wildfires and the... Oh man, their hand sucks. Goniac, thank you for the 4 months. Appreciate you. I mean, my hand's not that strong either, I guess. I think I should attack first. No, let me just exile for a card. I don't think that is a new... Oh man, what a card. What a card. So I can get... Statue doesn't really do anything. I can get Combustible Gearhulk. I can get Skysovereign. Karn also shuts off Golos, which is kind of huge. Skysovereign seems good. Combustible Gearhulk seems good. I think I want to get the card that like maybe lets me Ultimate Chandra next turn. I think that card is Skysovereign. Just like kill a creature. Play it a bit slower. And I can leave. I can Field of Ruin their Den, which is probably better than, you know, anything else here. Yeah, Karn shutting off Golos, I agree, seems really relevant. Game should end if I Ultimate Chandra, although what's kind of funny about ultimating Chandra is that I'm limited to only 2 triggers a turn with the fires out. Okay, they discard 2 Bonecrusher Giants. So actually does absolutely does something. Well, it just makes my opponent tap 4 mana. Yeah, not very good against fires. I'm playing this deck right now. Got my Citadel hit with March response to Wildfire. Wow, that is a blowout. 2 triggers with lethal with the cards I have. Oh yeah, that's right. Good point. Good point. Why is Skysovereign a better choice than grabbing our own Golos from the sideboard? If they kill my Bonecrusher, this kind of represents like killing a creature and blocking an extra creature, right? So it comes down, kills my opponent's 2/2, and then if they have a removal spell for Bonecrusher, I can crew the Skysovereign and get an extra blocker. So Skysovereign is a card that allows me to like deal with 2 creatures in combat effectively, which is really important when my goal here is to ultimate this Chandra. Don't you think you should play more instants in your deck to ground the Fire's restriction playing cards on opponent's turn? No, I didn't read the card. Sounds like you read the card. Okay, I don't know what they're getting here. They could get their own Skysovereign. But obviously, my card is shutting off most of the things they can get. Maybe they'll get a Pithing Needle. And then we can plus our Karn on our Skysovereign. They get a Pyromancer's Goggles. Yeah, that's not gonna do it for them here. They can't. Oh, they are playing Stormbreath. I can't believe it. They are playing Stormbreath. Okay. The Cavaliers have definitely been better than Stormbreath. Chat kept saying maybe they're playing Stormbreath. Maybe they're playing Stormbreath. They are actually playing Stormbreath. And we can't crew the Skysovereign, so they get to hit my Chandra. Absolutely wild. And they get to kill Chandra because they get to Monstrous? Oh, they can't Monstrous because Karn's turning off Citadel. The swings. The swings. So if I Field of Ruin, they get to Monstrous, so I definitely shouldn't Field of Ruin. Okay. I really want to minus here. I really want to minus. But I cannot. But I think very likely to just be better for me to plus on the Skysovereign, attack, kill their Karn. Attack with both Bonecrusher Giants. And probably the Den of the Bugbear too. Minus Chandra Dragon. I mean, I just get to do this all post-combat, see how they block, right? unless like minusing on... Or I guess I could kill the Spirit Token. Oh, I think... Or, I don't know. They've got the Den of the Bugbear as the blocker. I think maybe I could have found lethal, actually. I have 6 damage after post-combat. This is exactly enough. Yeah, or it's enough. It's not exactly enough. It's 1 over. Did we miss lethal? Well, we found it anyways, but maybe we also missed it. Stomp, cast with Fires of Invention. We maybe missed it, but we also found it. We maybe missed it too, though. Okay, up a game in the mirror. Feeling pretty good. I don't think I want Anger. I think I'm just gonna just click submit. Well, this hand has fires and it has 3 lands. Seems like an easy keep. Hopefully they don't have Wildfire on their Citadel games 1 and 2 on the play. I mean, I guess we won game 1, so hard to complain too much, I guess. They did have Wildfire, but they couldn't play it on curve, which is really lucky for us. I wonder if they, like, did they have this in their hand? They made that, maybe they just didn't keep a hand with the red stores. Sometimes you do that. So we're definitely going to discard second Fires with our Fable trigger. Probably the Light Up the Night too. Maybe a land. I'm not sure. We're definitely hoping that we're the only player with Fires this game. Kind of hard to be that lucky. How is my opponent playing the Stormbreath version? I guess maybe they just think the Stormbreaths are better. Maybe their local metagame is all blue-white control opponents. Is Fable the Pioneer Season Pyromancer? I would say so, yeah. Kind of depends on who you ask. Some people think that Fable is better than Season Pyromancer in Modern too. Not an opinion I have though. I think I'm just supposed to Fires Karn plus on their Citadel. Like, their Karn is just not that scary when I have my own Karn in play. And they have no Fires. They have one less mana. Siege Gain Commander in the 5-drop slot seems good with Fires. Cavalier of Flame is the best card you could play. After playing with Cavalier of Flame seems actually just absolutely absurd. I have a hard time imagining ever wanting to play a different 5-drop besides it. So we can have an L2 the Needle with Blast Zone, which you can get off Golos if we can find Golos. But their Karn is also needled right now, so we don't really need to worry too much about that. Let me go just play my land, Chandra, exile card. I'm not going to play second Fires. We'll just play a Fable and pass. And then you have Fires with Needle. You can name Fires with Needle, but Fires is not an activated ability, so naming Fires with Needle does nothing. Thank you, Bear. Glad you're able to catch the stream live. Hey, Itachi, how's it going? Did they not Karn before needling? They Karn for Needle. They grabbed the Needle off their Karn. Wait, what just happened? They can't stomp on the token. Sorry, I don't know on the flip. Okay. I'll discard 2 Light Up the Nights here. I don't have any 6-drops, so I should just be able to exile for a card. Another Fires. Weird. I guess I'm going to attack my opponent, and then I can deal them 12 with the Light Up the Night flashback. So instead of doing that, I think I'll just set up for the kill next turn. Well, what can they even do if I... Yeah, no, they can't... there's no way they can win if I just deal them 12 here. It's over. Like, yeah, they have no out. The game ends. Learned today that you can remove counters from multiple planeswalkers. I didn't actually realize that was something you could do until today. No, we only cast 1 spell that turn. These are not our Bonecrusher Giants. We didn't have anything else we could do. Okay, 2 5-0s. We went 11-2 with this deck today. Pretty freaking nice. This deck has felt great. It maybe doesn't have a great Lotus Field matchup. We complained for an hour about the deck, but boy does the deck feel good. This is a preordained Secret Lair, which you can easily tell just by looking at it. Is Gearhulk good? Yeah, Gearhulk's good to get off Karn, obviously, and then you can copy it with Fable, which is pretty powerful. Okay, I think that's gonna be it for me today.